Thanks for joining us tonight. A big milestone today for a local nonprofit as the look to change how mental health is addressed in the Omaha community. Community Alliance says with its brand new home base, they're going to expand access and offer more care options. 6 News' Joe Harris got the tour this morning. Here he is with more.
Governor Jim Pillen helped cut the ribbon on nonprofit group Community Alliance's new facility Wednesday. It's called the Center for Mental Health, and organizers with Community Alliance believe it will help them address mental health with an overall well-being approach.
Our commitment to welcome every individual where they are at, whether experiencing a short-term stressor or the beginning of a long-term psychosis.
It doesn't just stop at pharmaceuticals and substance use counseling. With this new facility, they're able to provide primary care, physical fitness, and eventually dental services, regardless of income.
And we're going to help them navigate that financial area. If we can help them apply for some insurance type, we will. If they're not eligible for that, we have a sliding fee scale that they can also utilize.
How's it paid for? $10 million from COVID relief, and most of its funding, $57 million, came from private donors, including the Hawks Foundation.
During the COVID shutdown, we agreed the stars were aligning. The public and political landscape had heightened awareness of mental health issues.
Last year, Pillen signed Senator Anna Wishart's bill into law that paved the way for this.
We have mental health problems across our state. If there's one thing that was the most consistent besides property tax, was we have problems everywhere.
With the new building set to open, Community Alliance says they will welcome and support anyone who asks. On your side, Joe Harris,